There's one goal here, and one promise I made to Mrs. Ford is winning. For that to happen, everyone needs to be on the same page to be in the best position with the right plan. Every person in this building has a job to do, and each job is important. If we can get one step better every day, that's putting this organization in the right direction.
Donald steps up in the pocket, now throws. It is picked up by Rice. Comes back right side. Inside the 10. It is Quandre deep to the 5. To the house. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. How about Stafford opening it?
Oh, my God. It is Sir Mix-a-Lot booty thick.
How you doing, Lions fans? Coming to you live again from the Senior Bowl 2020. We are joined by Lions wide receiver coach. You want to tell us? your name?
Oh, Robert Prince.
Robert Prince. Yes, Coach Prince. How you doing? Thank you for coming and joining us. We appreciate it. I know you got to get to dinner, so we're going to do a couple questions really quick. Go ahead and let you kick it off there, Riz.
Yeah, sure. First of all, thanks for joining us. You are here coaching the North wide receivers. It's a great group from what we've seen. Talk to us a little bit about who stood out for you, what you've seen from the group, what your thoughts are overall on what you've seen this week.
Hard to just pick out one guy. I think all of them are working hard. They've been doing a great job picking up the offense, and all of them are working hard on the field. Today, I would say the kid from Baylor, Denzel Mims.
Yep.
He made a few plays today, but like I said, all of them are doing a great job. KJ Hill's been doing a great job in the slot, along with Prochet from SMU.
Those are two guys that I was talking about earlier. KJ Hill was one of the things I want to describe him as is very sudden in his movement. We talked to the guys at Zebra Technologies, and we were looking at some of the data about speed. He wasn't the fastest guy out there, but he continually was able to make breaks and get open. It was really, really impressive. What did you see? Did you see that similar skills out of him, or did you see something more that you really liked?
Yeah, definitely. He does have some suddenness to create separation, so he does a nice job at that.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Talk about a little bit about Denzel. He's a bigger body type, has some speed, and he's shown. I've seen him make some great catches this week. Is he somebody that you're enjoying working with?
Yes. In fact, I enjoy working with all those guys. Denzel's done a good job. Also, there's another kid, Antonio Gandy Golden from Liberty. They're almost, the Twin Towers. They're both doing a great job. And also we have the kid from Notre Dame.
Claypool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase Claypool. He's doing a great job. I got a good group, fun to work with.
Yeah. Gandy Golden showed up as the fastest top speed out there at over 20 miles an hour, which was great to see. It was funny. We got to have Coach be a little gentle with him, though, because he fist bumped him earlier. I saw him shaking his hand afterwards. It was a pretty funny moment to see. So we got a lot of guys out there. We want to take care of them. What about the South Squad? Did you get a lot of time with them? Did you get to look at those guys and see a couple guys that stood out for you?
Not too much. I mean, I'm trying to watch those guys a little bit on tape because obviously we got to do a good job evaluating those guys. And I know they do have some good players that I've seen on tape a little bit.
Yeah. How much time do you get? I know you don't get much of it to watch college football just in general while you're throughout the NFL season. I
mean, I'll get a chance to watch a little bit. I mean, we'll have the game on, maybe in between practice and meetings, and it's kind of fun to watch a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, nice little escape.
Let's talk about, there's an emerging role of the big kind of slot receiver in the NFL, and there's a little bit of a change. Can you talk about what kind of your thoughts are on that, how that may kind of be, that type of receiver might be attractive to the Lions or not, or does that kind of fit with us schematically? Are we starting to lean in that direction as the rest of the NFL is, or are we kind of thinking things a little bit differently?
Well, I think what teams are going to do is whatever players they have, they're going to try to use their strength. I'm not saying that the smaller slots are dead. I think there's plenty still out there, and whatever players we have on our team, we're just going to try to use to the best of our ability.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you just had Danny Amendola. He's come from a lot of different systems, had a lot of different coaches. What's it like for you as a coach to get a guy who's been with so many different coaches and so many different systems? Is it a challenge to coach that, or is it make it easier because he sort of is down with the program?
Actually, Danny Amendola grew to be one of my favorites. He's a true pro, competitor, fierce competitor, and he actually made the group a lot better with his leadership.
He could tell from an outside looking in that he had a real positive effect on the other players in the locker room. Really took a strong role, and it was great to see him stay healthy all year. He became an emerging favorite of mine this year, just to see how much he could do on the field.
Had the best season of his career too, statistically, which was a nice pleasant surprise for a guy at his age and his durability.
Obviously, due to great coaching.
Yeah. How much credit do you take for that?
Yeah, I take no credit.
Let's talking about great players. There's one of the all-time greats that you were able to spend some time with in coaching, and Calvin Johnson. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite story about your time with Calvin? He was such a great player and so transformational in the league and for fans. Everyone just really feels close to him. What's one of your favorite times working with him?
Yeah, I mean, Calvin, not only one of the greatest players ever, but one of the greatest human beings, and it's so true. The guy was the first one in the building, hardest worker, and for being a superstar, never would ask for the ball. I mean, if we would have said, "Hey, CJ, we need you to play tight end and block all game," he'd have just said, "Okay, whatever it needs." And it was great to have him, because when he was in the room, my first year, we got Golden Tate as a free agent, and here's Calvin Johnson, who never asked for the ball. So Golden Tate's in the meeting, and if he doesn't ask for the ball, I can't ask for the ball. And then once Calvin finished and we got Marvin Jones, well, Marvin comes in the room, and Golden Tate's not asking for the ball, so I can't ask for the ball. And then we get Anquan Bolden, so it kind of just trickled down. So it's created a great culture where guys are just there to work hard, and they know, hey, the ball's going to get to them. They don't need to ask for it. And I think I credit that all starting with Calvin Johnson in the room.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to ask you about was some of the young guys he had this past year, the guys from Old Dominion, Duhart, but especially Travis Fulgham. What were you pleased with their progress? What did you see from them? What would you like them to keep working with?
With Travis and Duhart, I mean, both guys, they just need to keep working hard, and they need to get better, for sure.
Yeah.
Another question: As you've coached for a couple of years, you have a little bit of a career behind you, right? The role of the wide receiver has changed over those years a lot, and we've seen tall, thin guys. We've seen it change from different roles. How has your philosophy changed over the years, and how have you grown along with the changing players, the changing defenses that you've had to face? How has your thinking evolved over the years?
Yeah. Like I said before, it's really, hey, we're trying to find the best wide receivers. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be tall, short, or fast or quick. Other teams, they've used maybe some big guys that, maybe can't run as fast, but you know what? They're going to have a guy on them, but they have such a big catch radius that they're always open. Some teams, they're just going with the fast guys, and they're just going to spread the ball around and, just try to outrun guys.
Sure.
Our philosophy has kind of been, hey, you know what? Let's find the best players available, and whatever their strengths are, let's take advantage of those.
Yeah. Is it more difficult? We had a tough year this year. Matthew Stafford went down injured partway through the year, and you have players who played with three different quarterbacks out there. Both of the two backups, I feel, has done an admirable job under the circumstances they played in. How does that affect a wide receiver, though? What do we have to do as a coach to help them adjust to some of the new types of throws that may be softer, maybe more arc on them? How do we talk to our guys to help them adjust? Is it just you adjust and that's what you have to do as your job, or is there something we help coach them through to adjust to these guys?
Well, the thing we always talk about is it's our job to get open. And it doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. We have to get open. And when the ball is in our area code, we say, hey, we got to go make the play. However the ball gets there, we got to go get it. So if it's a great ball, hey, let's go get it. If it's not a great ball, it doesn't matter. Let's go get it. So all those guys were up to the challenge. They didn't blink. And whoever's back there throwing it, we said, hey, we got to go catch it.
Yeah. You're coaching the wide receivers this week. You're obviously going up against the defensive backs. Is there any defensive backs, cornerbacks that have stood out for you, or that the guys have mentioned, hey, that guy's really good?
No.
Good. That's good to hear.
Yeah. The one thing about wide receivers is, in their mind, they're always open and no one can guard them.
They're a confident group.
Yes.
They need to be as confident as a corner, right? That's it. Yeah. All right. Hey, look, we know you're heading to dinner. You got a lot going on. We appreciate you taking time to join us. Coach Prince, it's great. We wish you the very, very best of luck this year.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. Go Lions.
Right. Thank you. All right. That's it for the Senior Bowl 2020 for the Detroit Lions podcast. Right now, we'll be back with a wrap in just a few moments. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.